Welcome to a different type of video. I've done this video before and I even streamed it as well, but I want to do it again because I like doing it. House of Hollies did another 1 fan versus 10 haters, and this edition is about Kevin Durant. Let's get into it. Hi, I'm Golden Tex, and this is my Golden Tech.
But it's like yours on slow-mo. Good news, I can't tell where you at. Looking to the heavens, trying to yell where you at. Why pain gotta chain us?
Iteration of the Thunder sort of hit their head on the proverbial ceiling. It's one thing to be upset with the team he goes to, but for him to utilize his freedom to do so, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think that's the unfair part of the criticism. You can be mad at the team, but he exercised his right. He played long enough and, had the contract in order to go. There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay, so when it comes to KD, this KD joining the Warriors talk, I see it in 2 different ways. First off, I agree. I feel like KD joining the Warriors was him exercising his free right as a free agent to join whatever team he wanted to, and he would just follow in the footsteps of what other players did before him. LeBron, the Heat, KG, Pearson, Allen, even in the 90s with Moses Malone joining the 76ers, it's been happening. This is more attention due to the circumstances how it happens. KD on that Thunder's team, I believe, also hit the ceiling of a Western Conference Finals max, because I just don't believe they were enough to beat that Warriors team, even after 2016 if KD stayed. KD wanted to play basketball more free and have a system flowing to him, and it did indeed, but I do understand the criticism of him joining the best team ever record-wise and winning 2 chips. I still think Curry was the better player in those years. Maybe that tip will come up later, but KD joining the Warriors is 2 sides to that coin. And as a Warriors fan, I ain't mad at him joining my team. Hello.
I'm going to tell you why. Right now.
So,
yes, the Warriors at the time were the defending champs, and they were up 3-1. Not taking away from that. He played like down the stretch of those games. Absolutely. Not taking away from that. But I think it's unfair, and the reason why, I think we can all say if the Warriors in that current form face the Cavs again after they lost, I think we can all say the Cavs were going to win again, right?
Probably.
No, I don't agree with that. Keep in mind, Bogut, who was the starting center, was injured. Draymond was suspended, and Kerr was playing through an MCL sprain. Again, I think KD provided more shot creation, which was something Curry lacked down the stretch, but that is what made that team the best team of all time. I think even without KD, the Warriors could have still won in 2017, 18, and they almost had a chance in 19 if Klay didn't get injured.
I don't know.
My next claim is that KD was the greatest player on the greatest team in NBA history.
Greatest player on the greatest team.
Well, I knew this take was going to happen. Stephen Curry honestly gets so underrated to me in those 3 years that KD was on the team for a couple of reasons. Gravity is the main one for me. Curry was literally getting doubled and stayed on instead of staying on KD or helping, literally. Also, playmaking and finishing, Curry became a better playmaker and finishing during these years on the Warriors roster. KD benefited so much from the system, and it allowed him to score more offensively and also have underrated defensive years. Curry was just better. I made a whole video on this, but I scrapped it. Let me know if y'all want, and I'll just redo it.
Down there to KD.
Before KD got to Golden State, I think we can both say that once he got there, he was a better rebounder and a better defender than he was in OKC. Correct?
I'm gonna disagree with that only because I think his last 2 years.
You don't think he got better once he went to Golden State?
I don't think so.
I do. I do.
KD was able to peak defensively and rebounding wise because he had great switchable help in Draymond Green. It's actually insane looking back on it how much a system plays into how a player can peak or play better. Genuinely, KD needed that Warrior system. He peaked in it, literally.
Let's get it. State your claim.
I think KD was the greatest player on the greatest team in NBA history.
The greatest team, the Celtics, won 11 championships in 13 years. The Bulls won 6 in 8 years. They probably would have won 8 if Jordan never went on his baseball sabbatical. And then I think the Laker, Kobe, Shaq years, their peak, their prime was actually better. If we go to KD specifically during that dynasty, they won a championship before KD. They won a championship after KD. So I don't know how he is the greatest player on that team, and that team is definitely not the greatest team ever.
Okay, thank you. You got that.
We have another old head, ladies and gentlemen. The 2017-2018 Warriors is the greatest of all time. I'm tired of this argument. The system and the way they play together might not ever be replicated. Curry, who is top star all time, was in his prime. KD, who is top 15 all time, was in his prime. And you had Draymond and Klay Thompson. All these players were all-stars minimum, and they was on the same team. Dude said the Kobe and Shaq Lakers. That's laughable.
Celtics team from the 80s dynasty, I would take over that Warriors. They would get shot out the gym quickly. I'm not taking them. I'll listen on the Jordan 72-10 team. If it isn't the Warriors, it's absolutely them. I'll take that. The Shaq Kobe Lakers, and particularly that 2000-2001 season, that's a team in that conversation.
Lakers, Kareem Lakers, 5 championships.
I'm not taking them over that Warriors iteration.
The Lakers competition was way better than the Warriors competition. In the 2 KD years, right, that they won a championship, Kevin Love was concussed. LeBron had a broken hand. The second year they won the championship, Kyrie already left. And that's just the KD years. If you think about Magic was playing against Bird every single...
Such a bad take. I'm doing research currently for a video that involves the Magic and Kareem dynasty, and it's not looking too good for them. Those Western Conference teams were not that good at all. Those years unironically are some of the only years that the West was deemed weak. Also, the Kobe and Shaq Lakers do not belong in this combo. Only the 72-10 Bulls and the 27-22 Warriors.
It's never before.
I don't disagree with that.
Well, I'll make it quick. The 2001 Lakers, better team, swept through the whole playoffs. Got to the Sixers 4-1. Get them out of here. Championship. We done. That team right there, Kobe and Shaq, it's a reason why people still reference Kobe and Shaq to this day, because they were that dominant. That duo is probably arguably the best duo in the history of NBA basketball. Yep. So that team right there, better than the Warriors. 72-10.
Oh, Jesus. Here we go again. I made a YouTube short talk about how good the Kobe and Shaq Lakers were due to the dominance of Kobe and Shaq, but that team wasn't good. Kobe and Shaq, obviously, Derek Fisher, Robin Hoy, Rick Fox, Horace Grant, Ron Harper, and others. How does that team scream best of all time? Now, yes, Shaq is Shaq, and he gonna be a problem, but the Warriors are gonna be a problem in and of itself. I just think people think of the Kobe and Shaq Lakers and how dominant both of them are, and just forget about supporting cast.
So, because of that, I'm giving it to the haters.
My next claim is that KD is the most pure scorer in NBA history.
I like this. We rolling? Your boy KD hit the transfer portal again?
What does that have to do with him being the most pure scorer?
I don't know. You tell me.
I mean, it speaks for itself. He scored the most points in the least amount of minutes in NBA history. Even with missing as much time as he has, he's still 8th right now all time on the scoring list, and he's only rising.
Michael Jordan averaged 37 a game. Will average 50. Kyrie is a way more skillful scorer than Kevin Durant. He can score on 3 levels. Can I talk?
The way we measure scoring, really, any aspect of basketball, shouldn't be all the way determined by stats. Jordan, who I believe is the best scorer of all time, was the only person you could argue. Bring it up, Wilt. Bring it up, Wilt is just nasty. Kyrie, my nigga. Kyrie? Like, at some point, you're clip forming, and I respect it. Kyrie is a highlight machine. I swear. I don't know what video is coming out first, but it's that Kyrie video, and man, that was just top tier plays. I don't know why we're putting him in all-time scoring combos, because he has highlights.
They're good in mid-range. They can get in the post. They can go to the rim. I'm talking pure score, ability to score from all levels, do it efficiently. And, you know, when you need a bucket, you know you can always go down there and toss it to him.
So when I do like this to the side, who I'm talking about? This is New York here, fella. We not better than Melo, dog. He had to go to the Rockets, get Melo's number. What we talking about, beloved?
Are you talking better than Melo at what?
Melo, Melo's a way better.
Carmelo Anthony. My guy. You can't be serious, right? I'm doing research on a Carmelo Anthony video that will come out soon. Carmelo Anthony does not have the scoring ability of Kevin Wayne Durant. Can we bring up players that actually belong in this combo? MJ, Kobe, Bron? Stop bringing up irrelevant players.
Skyhook. He has everything. You can go to so many people across NBA history that are efficient. Because once we get to talking about the greatest scorers of all time, everybody's efficient, everybody's great. So you have, I would say those three guys are instantly better than Kevin Durant, where you have scoring titles with Jordan, you have the all-around game with LeBron, who underrated bag.
I've never agreed with that he doesn't have a bag. I'm going to counter your claim.
Again, when it comes to scoring, it's different level and aspects that factor into it. KD is just a way more versatile, and when you're a more versatile scorer, then it's hard to stop you from scoring. Kareem is a scorer, and it's even more impressive he's able to rack in those points mostly from a mid-range to paint area, but he just isn't more versatile.
My next claim is that KD is top 10 all time.
Now, when it comes to KD entering top 10 conversations, this is where I don't agree. Now, everybody evaluates their top 10 differently, and as long as you stay consistent, then we are good. But to me, KD never hit the upper level that his peers have in the top 10. Let's say, hypothetically, KD is in the bottom half of the top 10. For me, my latter half of the top 10 is Curry, Magic, and Russell, and he just isn't better than those players. What hinders KD is that when he had the chance to make deep postseason runs, he underperforms and doesn't shoot as what he's supposed to do. When he peaked, which offensively was in preseason or the season with the Warriors, is arguable. But when he peaked playmaker-wise and defensive-wise, he was in a system that wasn't built around him. KD has the scoring, he has the shot creation, he has the leadership, everything to make you top 15 all-time for sure. But top 10, yeah, I don't know about that one.
Oh, they got him quick as hell.
Kevin Durant is not top 10 all time. Actually, I think he's probably top 20 or top 30. The reason why we got so many players that we can name over him. We got LeBron, we got the GOAT, Michael Jordan, we got Kareem, we got Shaq, we got Hakeem, Steph Curry, Tim Duncan, Bird, all these players that are way better than Kevin Durant.
What puts Larry Bird above KD? Because if we're looking just from a statistical standpoint, KD has more everything. So I'm curious, are we talking championships?
KD keeps hitting the transfer portal every season.
Larry Bird, who I don't even like as much, is better than Kevin Durant all time, and it's for reasons. Bird is an underrated playmaker and also one of the best rebounding wings of all time. Bird, yes, underperformed in some series, and even was the reason why they lost. But Bird was just better in more aspects than KD. Bird also has more MVPs, and the championships just has more value.
Jokic is entering some special
top
territory.
10, we got to add Jokic in there. Giannis, let's add Giannis in there. Those two names right there kick KD out of your top 10, because the other top 10 you name, I'm with it. But then you got a lot.
We're about to have some nasty conversations about Giannis and Jokic as time goes on. What NBA fans don't understand is that we're seeing some top picks right now, and we're treating it as if it's normal. Jokic, who in my opinion, should be hot take, is the best playmaking and passing big of all time. Jokic is having historic all-time shooting seasons. The true shooting and the impact he has on winning is actually insane. Jokic also has 3 MVPs, which arguably could have been 4 to 5, and could have been in a row. Also, this has been consistent, which is what makes it all-time great, is the consistency he produces in how many years. Giannis also has been consistent. Giannis has also been a consistent historic defensive player and offensive player. Giannis, who is actually underrated playmaker-wise, is also getting better at shooting, which is something that hinders his game. I don't think they're both top 10 right now, but they're getting in that area, and it's going to get real nasty soon.
That position.
But how does Giannis at this stage? I can hear the Jokic, absolutely. But where does Giannis clear him right now? Outside of he has one more regular season MVP than KD. How is he clearing KD?
KD is way.
Yes, finally a time where I can glaze Giannis. Giannis is all-time great, who is getting shadowed by other players peaking at his time as well. Giannis, defensively, has been one of the best in the league. The year he won the award, he was the reason why that team was one of the best defensive teams in the league that year. Giannis has also been consistent with his numbers. He's about into his 10th season being a constant MVP and Defensive Player of the Year conversations. Putting up historic numbers is just his team and injuries that hinders the championship aspirations.
KD is not even top 3 small forwards. He's not. Here we go. We have LeBron.
Of course. Yeah.
Larry Bird, who I don't know why people don't like to mention Larry Bird.
I think it's because a lot of folks didn't see him play and they haven't actually gone and watched some of his old games.
I've seen him play.
I believe you.
He's tough.
Trust me, bro.
I'm taking Kawhi Leonard. I'm taking Kawhi over KD.
I'm gonna tell you
I
a
really
fun
am.
fact.
I really am. I'm taking him.
No, I can understand why based on the
I
potential.
only named
but-
3. Can I name 2
that's
more?
I mean, you already
Can I name 2
wrong.
more?
You already wrong.
No,
But go ahead. I got something for Kawhi. I got something for
Okay.
Kawhi, but go ahead.
All right. Scotty, because he defends way better.
This is disturbing.
And
All
when,
right.
and when
Y'all
Scotty,
can admit he's gone off the
and
rails.
when Scotty was the number 1 option, they went to the conference finals. Semifinals. They went there.
Kawhi Leonard suffers from an injury problem. Kawhi in San Antonio was taking that Spurs to new heights, but after his injury to Zaza and his disagreement with the Spurs organization, he left and had an all-time great playoff run. Kawhi then joined the Clippers and hasn't had that much postseason success due to injuries. Kawhi has a higher peak defensively, obviously, and I don't think KD had a playoff role like Kawhi in 2019, but that's it. Kawhi just wasn't consistent with numbers like KD has been. Now when it comes to Scotty, that's just laughable. I can't stand the Eastern Conference Finals take because what people need to realize is that the Chicago Bulls in both three-peats had the best team league in that time, but what helped them get over the hump was Jordan. Pippen was not the leader nor player that Jordan was, which is why they couldn't get past the conference finals. And after that year he quit on the team, they couldn't make it back.